Hi there, Floss Tube.
Hi.
We are back. I'm very out of practice.
Me too.
My name is Liz. My company is Hello from Liz Mathews.
And I'm Kathy Barrick, and my company name is Kathy Barrick.
And this is my mom. We both design cross-stitch patterns, and we are set to go to market in less than 2 weeks.
Yay.
I'd say that we're both frazzled, so let's just give that...
Yeah, let's get that out there.
Yeah, I forget what the word is, but like... warning?
That's what it should be.
But this is a very special edition FlossTube video. It's not going to be my typical FlossTube video, which is way overdue. So I do just want to apologize that the first time you're seeing me back after 3 months is here showing my new releases. I intended to be back before this special edition video, just with a life catch up, but it hasn't happened. Things just keep coming at me.
They do.
And I wanted to come back when I was feeling positive and like myself, and that just wasn't the case for a while, but it is now. So look for a regular FlossTube video coming soon. But today we are going over all of our new releases. I have 5.
I have 6.
I thought you had 7.
No, 6.
Okay. She has 6. And I have 2 extras.
I have 1 extra, which isn't quite ready yet.
Man, story of our lives.
It really is.
Waiting on things to arrive and just kind of being behind the ball. But you know what? It always comes together, and it will before we leave for market.
It will.
So without further ado, let's just throw out disclaimer. That's the word I was waiting for. The disclaimer. Everything that we show you today is not available directly from us yet. You can place special orders with your favorite shops, be them brick and mortar or online shops, and they will be happy to get these designs for you from us at market in Nashville, Tennessee in
2 weeks.
Less than. So if you see something you like, contact them. They are just getting our emails today. So if they say, I have no idea what you're talking about, just remind them that it's new and to check their email and to put you on the list for whenever they know about it. They'll be happy to do that. They'll be happy to help you kit things, do all the things. So support your LNSs. Okay, I'm out of breath because it's been so long since I've done this. Would you like to start?
Sure. Okay. My first new design is called Bird in a Cherry Tree.
You like when I hold it for you, right?
I do.
Okay. This is Bird in a Cherry Tree.
Thread.
I apologize. It's a bit of a gloomy day here in Maryland, so you're not getting the very best light, but you can still see this beautiful piece.
I hate to admit this, but we're at Liz's house, and I ran out of my house in such a hurry this morning that I forgot my charts, so I cannot tell you any of the pertinent information. This is stitched with needlepoint silk on silver fox from Needle and Flax. No. Fiber on a Whim. I hope.
Perhaps let's not try to give details.
It is stitched with
But
needlepoint silk.
Here's what we're going to do. Mom, as soon as she gets home, is going to email me all of the information, and I'm going to put it in the description box below, so that even though we're not telling you what the details are, you'll be able to see it below and have it correct.
Right. Thank you, Liz.
Sure.
I'm so sorry I forgot those charts.
Like I said, we've been frazzled, you guys. So this is absolutely beautiful. I love the color palette, and this linen, I'm not sure if it's showing completely true on film. It's a blue, silver, gray. It's gorgeous.
It really is.
So this was, you said stitch with needlepoint silk, 1/2.
Yep. On 40 count.
On 40 count.
Yeah.
And
This goes with it.
a small accessory.
Small.
Look at that.
I'm not holding it well.
Here, I can do it for you.
There you go.
There.
I almost like the pincushion more than the sampler. It just, I love it. I just love how it turned out.
But that's what's nice. You can take excerpts, whatever you like from the design, and just create your own thing. Look at this finishing, you guys.
Rindy Richards did that. She did a beautiful job.
Gosh.
She's amazing.
I just love that.
Phyllis Lundy stitched the sampler with her usual expertise.
Oh, this has a lot of little excerpts you could do, like that little bird. I'm all about like finding the small
Yeah,
and taking out
it's so
from
fun.
the piece.
It's so fun.
That is so darn cute, Mom.
Thanks. With
I
this
love
guy,
that.
I put a crown on the bird's head. Kind of hard to see, but can you see it there? Maybe? Yeah. There's a crown on the bird's head. I changed the colors on the small piece, and this is explained on the chart. These berries actually have two colors of thread, two reds in them, and they just don't show up. I didn't choose the right colors. So I had a second chance with the pincushion and re-chose the reds, which show up better. The difference shows up better. And I also picked a stronger green for the pincushion. So go with what you like better. Sorry about that. I should have chose better the first time.
Hey.
But it doesn't always happen.
You know what? Stitchers are always pulling their own colors, putting their own twist on things, and they know what they're doing.
They do. I love that. Yeah. So there you go.
Beautiful. What is that called again?
Bluebird and a cherry tree.
Love it.
Thanks.
Okay, my first design, and I wanted to just mention, I forgot to mention it before, I'm going to do an Instagram live going over all of my designs there and answering questions you have in real time, which I love doing, on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're on Instagram, join me there, shoot me your questions, and I will answer them for you. Okay. Boom!
Boom.
This is Pink Cottage School. This reproduction is a piece that I released and charted and showed at the Missouri Quilter Station class I taught at in September. It was my first teaching gig. It went so well, and everybody seemed to like this piece a lot, and I wanted to bring it to market as soon as possible. So here it is, Pink Cottage School, because that is the location, the name, the description on the antique, which I'm about to show you. But here is the reproduction. As always, I try to stay really true to the antique colors because I like a faded look, and I just think that this is so charming. It's a Victorian era piece, and because of that you have very traditional Victorian motifs like the birds, the butterflies, the like extra, the fanciness, and it spoke to me when I saw the antique available. I snatched that up as quick as I could, and the whole Pink Cottage School is the most charming aspect of it to me, and I'm very happy to make this available to you.
It's beautiful. It's just beautiful.
I, of course, keeping with the have a small for everything, my friend Kia Bandy stitched this pin cushion. Mom, would you be holding that? Thank you. She stitched this gorgeous pin cushion for me. It is the excerpt of the top motif. There's no border, there's nothing special in the charting that you need to know. It is simply just that top little section. Look how gorgeous this is.
It looks genuinely old. It's fabulous.
Yes. Kia's stitching style for this piece is perfection. So I just love this. And again, there's a lot in this piece that you can take out, like the butterflies. I think that's one of most people's favorite parts. The house down here, the berry basket, all of it. You can take what you like and use it however you'd like. I did bring this in because for the Quilter Station retreat I did, this was part of the kit that I gave them. And it is printed on cotton. It's just the little house scene at the bottom.
Oh, that's so cute.
You could even stitch just that and do a pin cushion of that.
That's wonderful.
Like, there's so much there to be taken and used, and I just love it so much. So I have a couple more things to add about this before we move on. Let me show you the antique piece, because this is actually an adaptation. I'll probably need that back.
Oh, okay.
This is actually an adaptation. This is the original piece, and there is a verse that doesn't really speak to me, as well as a lot of over one stitching in here. Down here where it says Pink Cottage School, the Colford, the location and the date, and then this whole verse is over one. So what I did for my release and sampler is took out those little snippets that I really loved and put them in the center, stitched over two. But I know that there are some people who are going to want to stitch Martha's sampler true to the original, and I totally get it. So what I'm doing is putting all of this charting, sorry, she's been rolled up in storage. I'm putting all of this charting for the over one sections and the verse in its original form on my website at the time of market. It's not there yet. So you can download that under freebies and chart it as Martha, stitch it as Martha did. So if that's your style, I wanted to make that available. But that is Pink Cottage School.
Very cool.
Thank you.
You covered all your bases.
I had a lot to say about that one.
So pretty.
And I know a little bit of history about Martha's sampler. I'll share it on that Instagram live and maybe in my next floss tube video, because this is already going to be kind of lengthy. But it's an English sampler at the very start of the Victorian era. Martha was 12 and she stitched this on, or finished it on St. Patrick's Day. Although I'm sure they didn't celebrate St. Patrick's Day. So
Maybe. I don't know.
Your turn.
Alrighty.
Oh gosh, all the details. Could I?
Oh
pause
yeah,
you for a second?
yeah.
Sorry guys. Pink Cottage School was stitched on 36 count parchment linen from Weeks Dye Works. I used 2 strands of needlepoint silk thread over 2 threads of linen. It's very thick and chunky. I like that look. I have a DMC conversion for you, and the stitch count is 257 wide by 277 high. The pin cushion that Kia stitched is on 46 count. Wow. Espresso linen from Fiber on a Web. Oh,
I just can't get over this.
I know.
It's fabulous.
I know. I love it. She did an amazing job.
Oh.
And then I did the finishing.
You did?
Yeah.
Good job.
And it's Lady Dot Creates Navy Chenille and Navy Bean Velveteen. Don't show the back on the back. Okay. Sorry.
That's okay.
Your turn for real.
Okay. Again, I don't have the chart to...
It's all right.
Okay. This is called The Lion and the Lamb. This is the one you guys saw on Instagram on my ironing board.
Yes, a stuffing charts progress picture.
Yes.
And everybody was like, we're all zooming in.
This is it.
There it is. Look at that.
It's stitched on 40 count ancient from Fox and Hare. I love the
Am I
linen.
getting it all in? Okay, there we go.
It's stitched with needlepoint silks as usual.
Can we talk about that butterfly? Oh, I love it. It's gorgeous. And this is one you could stitch on any linen you like. If this
Yeah,
jerk
you
linen's
could.
not really speaking to you, you could do it on any color.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
Definitely. It's a fun one. And
Yeah.
then, of course, I did a small to go with it. Look at that little guy.
A little lion and a lamb.
This is charted
That is so
separately because
cute.
I made a couple of changes. So you can refer to that. It has the border. Rindy did this again, and she did the ruching of the rayon ribbon.
Love it.
It's so cute.
So cute.
And
That's
that's the Lion and the
beautiful.
Lamb.
Again, we'll have all the details, stitch count, etc.
Yes.
in the notes of this video. It won't be immediate. You'll probably have to check back tonight. It'll be there, although this video will be up sooner than later.
Right. Okay, there it is again. My favorite part.
Cutie patootie.
Cutie patootie.
Okay.
All right, you're up.
We're gonna go berry patch.
Yes.
Here it is. This is berry patch. Look at that hungry little happy rabbit in that patch full of strawberries. Some bee friends.
So cute.
I just love how this turned out. Jill Mollard stitched this for me, and she stitched it on 36 count linen, which made it fit perfectly in a 6x6 frame. Like,
Yay.
perfectly. It's always a miracle when that happens.
Yes, it
so
is.
let me give you a close-up of this. The look I was going for at the top, bottom, and sides is kind of like a ribbon with strawberry blossoms sitting on top of it. And I think I achieved it pretty
Yes, you
well.
did.
I do have to say the white flowers stand out a little more clearly than what you're seeing in this poor lighting. So
That's adorable.
Don't be afraid of that, and as always, choose your favorite linen and change your colors up as needed. But there is cross stitching and straight stitching in this. The straight stitching is in the bunny's whiskers, the antenna, not antlers of the butterfly.
That butterfly, I can't figure out. It's adorable. And the birds. Oh, it's just so cute.
And then in the little strawberry blossoms all along the top and bottom. I'm so tickled with this. It's so cheery. It's like,
it is.
Here's spring.
When Liz shared the pattern with me on our designing program, when she emailed me the pattern, I thought it was huge. She has so much in there. I thought it was going to be an enormous sampler.
Yeah.
And I was shocked.
Yeah. So I got stumped on this with the rabbit. Like, stumped. So I sent it to Mom. Give her 5 minutes. She sends it back, and the rabbit's perfect. So thank you for your help with
done that for me too.
I'm glad we have each other.
Me too.
Will you hold this while I talk about it? So this is Berry Patch again. Thank you, Jill, for stitching that for me. It is 95 wide by 95 high, perfect square. It's on 36 count milk and honey with from fiber on a whim. Someone's hungry.
Yeah.
And it uses DMC thread throughout. So easy to sort.
It's wonderful.
And that is that.
There's a close-up again. It's so cool. Good job.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sure.
All right.
All right.
Sorry about my chair. It's a little creaky.
Oh, this. Okay.
Oh.
If you'll remember last fall, I did the autumn pin drum. Well, guess what I did? I did the spring pin drum. Beth Wixon stitched and finished this for me so expertly. She's so very, very good.
Huh. That strawberry top, that color palette.
Isn't it fun?
You're a rabbit pro. Look at that.
Yeah, we both have rabbits. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love it, Mom.
Thank you.
Can I show it off
Sure.
more? Okay, look at that strawberry. Beth,
did it.
you're good.
She is
You are
excellent.
good.
I give finishing instructions for the berry, not for the drum, because I don't have a clue how to make a drum.
Contact Beth.
Contact Beth.
That butterfly. Look at the bottom. You don't even see the bottom at first. Sorry, I'm trying to get this in focus. Not me. This is so darn cute.
Thank you.
Look at that. That's the seam. That is a small asking to be a small.
It is. It really is.
So cute, Mom.
All the finishing supplies came from Lady Dot Creates okay, I'm going to try. This color is called Shallot Velveteen. This is called Musket. Yeah, that's right. The mini palms are in Sequoia from Lady Dot. So she can hook you up with everything that you need. And that's the pin drum. It's called Spring Pin Drum. It's stitched on 36 count something with Weeks Dye Works threads.
It'll be below.
Yes.
That is so cute.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
You know what I just had a thought about?
What?
Talk amongst yourselves. You know I don't know how to edit or pause. You email me a copy of your newsletter. So you could have it in your email drafts if you want to pull that up. If not, we'll put it below.
Okay.
Totally up to you while I talk about my next one.
Okay.
This is so cute.
Thank you.
Okay. Next up for you, I have a collection of 2 patterns. Let me gather them. And this has been this is not going to be a surprise. I've kind of teased at this for a while. But what I have for you is Quaker Gardens. Here is the first piece.
Oh, look at that.
Finished as a traditional sampler. And here is the second, smaller pattern. This is an entirely separate pattern. It's not just excerpts, and you get both of them in the chart pack. So I'm going to go through both of them for you real quick and show you some details. I got it. You can look.
I'm ready.
Oh,
So.
okay. Let me give you a close-up of this. You have the full Quaker alphabet at the top, and it continues down here on the side. This is called Quaker Garden because these traditional Quaker motifs you see all have a little flower stem coming out the bottom. So it is a Quaker Garden. There's a repeated border down here, which you could always flip and put up top. And some of my favorite features of this, I love it as a whole, but some of my favorite features include this lopsided solid house and this butterfly, which is a traditional Quaker butterfly.
You know what else I love? I love the fact that the roof is not filled in. That's so cool.
I tried to go unexpected.
Yep.
Because my Quaker series, they're not like true to Quaker reproductions because, you know, I plopped a pumpkin stem on top. I added a flower stem to these. But I love how it turned out. It's a monochromatic piece that was stitched by Stacy Walker. It uses Gloriana silk thread in slate blue, and it's stitched on corn husk linen from Color and Cotton.
I love that linen.
Yeah, so that is the larger piece, and some people look at this and might be like, whoa, nope, not gonna happen. Well, no problem, I've got you covered. This I finished as a pillow, but it could also easily be framed, whatever you prefer. I just wanted to make sure everybody knew there were options for this. And I'm calling this the Quaker Gardens Sampler, and this the Quaker Gardens Small. And again, they're both in the same chart pack.
Oh, I love it.
I stitched this myself on 36 count cypress linen from Fiber on a Whim. I used 2 skeins of coffee bean silk from Gloriana. This will also call for 2 skeins, by the way. And I just think it's adorable. I, of course, got my little butterfly friend in there and the house, so.
And the acorn?
Nope.
Nope.
No acorn. And we have some like half medallions up here.
That's gorgeous.
So choose whichever one you like, finish however you'd like. I attempted to finish this myself in a Rindy way. I don't compare to her, but she was certainly inspiring. I used Lady Dot Creates ribbon in Bear and
That's
ruched
beautiful.
it. So this collection is Quaker Gardens. Details. The sampler is 185 wide by 202 high, and the small is 125 wide by 83 high, so much smaller. And again, I told you all of the necessary materials, and that's Quaker Gardens. I hope you like it.
Gorgeous.
So we now have Quaker pumpkins, Quaker snowflakes, Quaker Gardens. What comes next?
Who
We shall
knows?
see.
Who
Don't
knows?
ask me right now.
Okay, Liz had a brilliant idea in my newsletter that I sent to myself and to Liz yesterday. I have all the pertinent information. So, we're going to backtrack a little bit.
Okay.
This guy, the stitch count is 243 wide by 147 high. The stitch count of the pincushion is 77 wide by 65 high. They are stitched on 40 count ancient ruin, from Fox and Rabbit using needlepoint silks.
Okay.
And that's all I know.
Okay.
That's all you need to know for
All
now.
right. And again, it'll be below.
Okay, now I'm backtracking. The bluebird and the cherry tree,
Got it.
thank you, is stitched on. Oops, that was a big oops. We're so sorry about that. We had a little accident.
I am absolutely leaving that in. That is not coming out.
Okay, this is 5 minutes later in real time. Long enough for us to stop laughing and reset everything.
You're probably laughing too.
I hope so. Sorry. We're so sorry.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Liz is making a minor adjustment here.
Okay.
Are we good?
Okay, it's time for everybody to recover.
Yes, my face is still red.
I cannot wait to watch that.
I know, me too.
I wonder what shots you got of my messy house, because Christmas, it's everywhere in piles. So,
Hi.
okay.
We're back. As I was saying. Okay. I lost where. Okay.
I got it.
Okay, this is bluebird in a cherry tree. It is stitched on 40 count silver fox from Fiber on a Whim using needlepoint silks. And that's all I have to say. Except for this. I did not write down what ruching Rindy used, but I will find that.
But it's definitely Lady Dot Creates.
Yes. Yes.
Beautiful.
Okay. Oh, the pin drum. I wrote it's the same size as it was last year. That's not helpful. It's stitched on 36 count Steinbeck from Needle and Flax using Week Styleworks threads. The stitch count is 169 wide by 77 high.
What? I just realized the light broke. See the ring around?
Oh my God.
And then it just made me think about the whole thing all over again. I can't wait to see that.
Oh my God, me too.
Okay.
Okay, and as I said, everything I told you about that was right. Lady Dot Creates supplied all the finishing supplies.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Still.
Okay.
Now I'm caught up. It's
all right. Okay. Dun dun dun. I have for you the 6th day of Christmas.
Yes.
Which is 6 geese laying. And to be honest, when I started on this entire series, there were 2 days that I'm like, oh, what am I going to do for that? There is zero inspiration there. 6 geese laying is one of them, but I have done it. So for you, I have the 6th day of Christmas sampler and also the tree. Let me give them a close-up real quick. This is the sampler. It is the same size as they always are, stitched with the same thread colors, although I did add 2 to this palette, and I'll tell you what they are. And then here is the 6th day of Christmas tree. It's stitched with DMC thread and is a bit of a different chart. You get both charts in the pack. They're not exactly the same. So choose whichever one you would like to work.
They're beautiful.
For not having any inspiration to start with these, I love how they turned out. I really do.
In the urn or pedestal or whatever it is, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
It is.
So you will have cross stitches and straight stitches. You can see little hanging stars throughout. They hang from the vine. And I'm just very, very pleased with it. This could be done in any colors and is not specifically a Christmas piece either. So keep it up year round, whether you're stitching the series or not. You might like this. Can you hold that for me?
Absolutely.
And then here is the tree again, just slightly different. And it has a different look because this is DMC, this is needlepoint silk, this is 1 thread, this is 2. So, it just changes the vibrancy. Sorry, this is a little wobbly. All my tree bases broke in transit. But yeah, you can see the difference in vibrancy and, choose whatever you would like.
They're gorgeous. It's a great one.
Thank you. Just a reminder that I do have a dedicated video going over all of the FAQs that I get for this series on my channel. You can find it and I'll link it below. And there's also a chart available, and it's linked in that video, that allows you to stitch all 12 on one piece if that's your style. So
somebody on Instagram is doing that. It's been so fun to watch.
I know a couple people, Lisa, my friend Lisa, and then Andrew on Instagram. He's gotten pretty far. And he recently shared, and I was very excited to see that. So
it's so cool.
That's always an option, but this is the 6th day, so we are halfway through the series. I suspect it will take me another 2 years to complete, and I really love it. So the details on this are the sampler, which was stitched quickly and beautifully by Stacy Walker, is 97 wide by 132 high, same for every sampler in the series. It's on 36 count fog linen from Picture This Plus, same as every sampler in the series. The 2 new colors I added are a red, because the previous red that was in use throughout the series, because I'm trying to be conscious of you guys not having to buy a ton of NPIs if you do want to invest. So I use the same colors with most of the days, but I was lacking a red. So I added a red, and I also added another brown. So you'll see those pop up throughout the series if you do choose to invest in them. I won't waste your money. And then the tree was again stitched with DMC 2/2 on 36 count cream and sugar linen from Fiverr on a whim. It is 109 wide by 142 high.
Fabulous.
Yes.
Just fabulous.
Thank you.
Wow.
And that is the 6th day of Christmas. 6 geese a-laying.
All right. Here comes the big boy. Let's not knock anything over. This is the moons of 2022. I've always been a big fan of the moon. And
What's not to be a fan of?
I know. And every year the Farmer's Almanac puts out a list of the names. They name the full moons of the year. I don't know how long ago it started, but I need to find that out. So this is for 2022. The chart contains the same list for 2023. So if it takes you a while to get to it, that's all good.
Wish it might.
And it promised from me that I will make every year available, as long as I'm alive, with the moon chart for each year. As long as I'm alive.
Oh, it's so cool, Mom.
Thank you. I love it. Beth Wixon stitched it. She did it so, so well. It's stitched with needlepoint silks. Hang on. Sorry.
It's okay, we've got eye candy.
40 nope. All right, where am I? Okay, it's stitched with needlepoint silks on 40 count paper bark from Fox and Rabbit. 3 skeins of the navy blue will be needed. It's needlepoint silk 566. And don't buy the black because it's only used in like 3 stitches and 5 French knots or something like that. So don't buy a skein of the black. It's just not necessary.
Yeah. 310.
Yeah,
310
there you
all
go.
the way.
There you go. The stitch count is 200 wide by 323 high. I've also provided in the chart this section and this section joined together. I did that as a sampler. If you don't want to do the moon chart, we did not rehearse this.
You just omit the center.
Yeah. So that's available in the chart pack.
So it would basically just look like that-ish, which is gorgeous.
Thank you.
I love it.
So that's
so
the moons of 2022. That's my beast for this market.
I love it.
Thank you.
Oh, I love it, love it, love it.
And there you go.
Thanks. All right. So this is what I have left.
Okay, let's get all of them out.
So we have a
New.
we have a collaboration for you.
Yes, we do.
This was Mom's brainchild.
And it's called the Collective Noun Series.
What is a collective noun?
Thank you. A collective noun is a title given to a group of entities, as in a party of peacocks, a murder of crows, a parade of elephants.
So group in its entirety.
Yes.
Collective noun.
Yes. We're going to have fun with this. Yes.
So our collaboration is going to focus for now on groups of animals because that is what inspired us the most.
Right.
So because this was Mom's brainchild and she just like took off running with it, she has 2 releases in this series, and I have one for you. So right now, at the time of Market 2022, there are 3 collective noun installments. So why don't you go ahead and share one of yours?
Okay, this is number 1. It is a parliament of owls.
And I certainly didn't know a group of owls was called a parliament.
I didn't either.
So it's an educational series, really.
Yes,
When you're
it is.
stitching for just too long on something, you don't want to stop, just say, it's an educational thing.
There you go.
So
Okay.
look at those handsome owls on the House of Parliament in England. That's what it's modeled after, right?
Yes, it is.
Which
And
I just think is such a
that's
cool play on words.
Big Ben right there.
And big old Ben with that cute little dude sitting on top. This is so good, Mom.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
I do have to say, when I look in the screen, whoa, it's showing quite blue because of the shadows outside.
Oh, yeah.
So just know that when you see these pictures online,
They're not blue.
It's a very cream linen, in fact. So
It
it's
is.
not true to what you're seeing. I apologize. We just needed to get this video done today.
It's stitched on 40 count Thornfield from Needle and Flax. This linen is so beautiful. I used it on both of mine, actually.
Okay.
And I have to use it again. It's just so gorgeous. It's the perfect sampler color.
I just got some of this, so I'm excited to use it.
It's beautiful.
And it's not nearly the blue that you're seeing. I apologize.
It's not. Okay, the stitch count of this is 98 wide by 95 high, darn near square.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go.
If that's the stitch count, it's the same as my berry patch, which means stitch this on 36 count, you have a perfect fit for a 6x6 frame.
You're kidding me.
Easy peasy.
How cool is that?
So this Parliament of Owls, number 1 in the Collective Noun series.
Right. Okay.
Numero 2.
Number 2 is a party of peacocks. This is so much more colorful than I usually do. It's like almost freaks me out a little bit here. Okay, this is stitched on the same 40 count Thornfield from Needle and Flax using needlepoint silks. The stitch count on this is 139 wide by 105 high. We're not attempting to keep sizes consistent. We're just doing
There's really no constrictions.
right
That's the word?
restrictions.
Restrictions. It's just whatever we want to do, which is the most fun way to do a series.
It really is, yeah.
So,
That's Party of Peacocks.
Party of Peacocks. They'd be fun little smalls too.
They would. They really would.
Okay, and for you, I have a Parade of Elephants.
Number 3 in
Number
the series.
3 from Hello
love
from Liz
this.
Mathews. This is a Parade of Elephants. I'm a big elephant lover, and I just, wanted to do this as soon as possible. I went with an overall parade look and feel. We have 3 elephants, a little babe down there, and they are, of course, at a parade. I love the banner. It is just so fun and festive, and I like that the overall border kind of feels like, I think it's called a stereo card.
Yes.
You used to put them in these viewing devices
Right.
a long time ago, and the cards have that arched border. And I guess you would look through them and it was like 3D.
Right. Right.
So it kind of has that.
Check out her airplane.
Yes.
How do you... Oh, isn't that so fun?
So cute.
I have never seen an airplane on another sampler.
And I am actually not responsible for
Oh,
this.
come on. Don't.
Mom helped me a little bit with this one too. I had some blank space that I was like struggling to fill, and being the genius that she is, she helped. So I super love this. I think this lends itself really well to different color palettes, particularly like pinks or blues. Say there's a new baby on the way, you could stitch this up and hang it in a baby's room. And then Joe
Yeah.
was looking at it and he was like, you could put a baby's name in the banner.
How cool.
And I was like, that's the best idea. So
That's brilliant.
run with this, go wild, and enjoy it. It's just so fun and cheery, and I love it.
This is absolutely my favorite in the series
Oh,
so
really?
far. Absolutely. I just love it.
Thank you. I hope you do too.
It's perfect.
This was stitched by Beth Wixon, super fast and beautifully, and thank you, Beth.
Thank you, Beth, for all that you do.
One more thing, just while we're chatting about it. The pilot's face is the only place that that color DMC thread is called for. I recommend you don't buy a new thread for 3 stitches. In fact, go with a different skin tone, go with this skein of thread you have on hand. Just a little call out there, not necessary for 3 stitches. And the details on this guy are it's 153 wide by 86 high, uses DMC thread, and it is stitched on 36 count milk and honey linen from Fiber on Whim.
Gorgeous.
And that is it. And that concludes my sampler new releases. Do you have more?
Nope.
Oh, we finished just in time.
We did.
So I have 2 extras, and Mom has 1 extra.
That I can't share.
One of these things I am so excited to show you. Do you want to talk about yours?
I did another set of labels, needlework labels to put on the back cedar pieces. They're still at my printing company. They're not ready yet, so I can't show you. But it's a series of birds in early art.
Yes, and we have shared them on our reveal videos together. They're labels about this big. They're large, with an image at the top, and then below it's a kind of fill-in-the-blank situation.
Right, it says stitched by, designed by, thread used, linen used, date completed.
They are intended to go on the back of your finished stitching.
Right.
So.
Coming soon.
Coming soon, and they're really cool. Okay, so I have 2 extras, and it's the first time I've ever had extras, and I am very excited to share them with you today. The first is, yay, thread drops. I am now offering thread drops in each of my 5 new release designs. So what you can order from your shop is a package. It contains 12 identical thread drops that are ready for you to personalize. I do not presume to know how you store your thread or what you like, and I didn't want to punch holes or, get into these before you did. I know that thread drops are all the rage right now, and everybody has the supplies they need to finish these, so I'm going to let you do the finishing. What you are going to get is a package of 12 tags with an image on the front, and then my logo and lines on the back to fill in what each thread is. Punch your holes, cut your corners, do the magic that you guys do, and enjoy these.
They're so fun.
The reason I said I don't presume to know how you would like to store your thread is because this is not how I store my thread. I think it's very classic, and many of you do use thread drops like this. However, I don't like having the predetermined lengths of thread cut for me. So this is how I would actually use these cards, which I guess aren't actually thread drops then. I would wind my entire length around the whole card and then write the information on the bottom. And I did this just by making a small slit right here. Can you see? There's a slit right there, and then a slit on the other side, and you just slip your tails in there, and you have your own kind of thread storage. Like I said, do whatever you like, make them your own, trade them, use them. I mean, the options are endless with just a basic card. You can journal with it, you can send it to friends in an envelope, so many options. But each one of my new designs I shared with you today has a thread drop package available, and your LNS favorite shop will be happy to order those for you. It does come with a little branded card that has not been delivered yet, so that's coming, and you can get your hands on them come market time.
That's so cool. I wish I had done it.
Well, I see more designs in your future.
Probably 1 or 2.
So we can continue to do that. And then, because I'm going to do more because they're so cute. Okay, I'm out of breath from my excitement. Okay, next up, this is probably going to come as no surprise to anybody. If you know me, I'm unprepared.
Oh, they're so fun.
But I am doing Hello from Liz Mathews sticker sheets. Yes, I am. So I only have 3 of these designed so far, so I can't show you one for each and every one of my new releases. But here are 3 of them.
Oh.
And let me tell you how to use them, what I'm thinking with these, and give you all the details. So eventually, like after today, there will be a different sheet for every one of these 5 new releases, and you would just ask your favorite shop to order you a sheet. Maybe you want to, I don't know. But let me show you this guy. I'll go through all of them actually. What you need to know is these are not traditional peel and stick stickers because I do not have the capability to do that kind of cutting. And this has been a long time coming for me. I think maybe when I first got into stickers, I reached out to some shops asking if they would be willing to make them, and they were all too overwhelmed. They were small shops like Paper Minty, you know how I loved them. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna make this work because I really, really, really want to release these. So to use these, you will need to cut out, would you hold that for me?
Of course.
You need to cut out the paper and then peel the backing. And what that leaves you with are these adorable little stickers.
They're so cute.
So I just took some of the motifs, you can see they're images of my stitching, and put them on the sheet. And you cut them out however you'd like and use them wherever you'd like.
Oh, how
and
fun.
hopefully love them as much as I do. So what I did include on every single sheet, and what I think is just the coolest, is there is a picture with the cover shot of the design, and it says last stitch berry patch, and you can fill your date in. And then there's also one that says new start berry patch, and you can fill your date in. And my thinking with these is that I wanted it to be very document your stitching and use it in your book of days. So
that's so cool.
Like a new start and a last stitch is included on every sheet.
Wow.
So let me show you what each one looks like. That's berry patch. Bad lighting, I apologize. This is Pink Cottage School.
Look at that.
And then Parade of Elephants.
Oh, I love them, Liz.
So I went through this morning and cut out the 3 sheets that I have designed so far and stuck them in my book of days so you can see how you can use them. Like there's that whole landscape scene from Pink Cottage. This is the border from Pink Cottage. I tried to be very intentional and smart with the little images I included on each sheet, and this is what you can do with them. Now, of course, I didn't put a new start sticker on my book of days because I've already stitched it. But, you could put that new start wherever you start and document that in your stitching tracker, journal, whatever you use. But super, super, super excited about these stickers, and hopefully one day I'll have better capabilities, more time, but for now this works, and it gives you a lot of freedom to cut them out yourself and makes them more affordable. So ask your LNS, your favorite shop, to order you a sheet for anything you might want to stitch.
That's so cool.
And with that,
we're done.
I think we're done.
You've seen it all. You've seen us crash.
It all.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Thank you for being here.
And sticking in with us.
Yeah.
In spite of the crash.
Yeah. Yep. All the details will be below for you. And I'm really glad to be back with you. Thank you, Mom, for joining me today.
Oh, my pleasure entirely.
And I guess that's it. Over and out for us.
Have
Happy
a good
stitching.
one. Bye.
Bye.